afternoon. Happy last Monday of the month. Thanks for joining us on Midday at 12:30. I'm Amber Freeman.
And I'm Adam Banks, host of the weekly radio program Off the Cuff on 93.9.
Yes, let's welcome Adam. I expect a hand of, come on everybody in the studio, everybody out there.
Thank you very much.
We're super excited you're here.
I'm excited to be here. You know, it is Monday, and I love Mondays. I think Mondays are very underrated. I like Mondays because, you know, you get all week to plan out your goals. You get all week to plan out your weekend, and Monday, the coffee always tastes better.
Okay, well, Adam, you're going to have to be here every Monday because we're going to need your motivation.
Bring
you
that
realize
positive
that
energy.
Now.
Yes.
You realize you've just set the bar high.
I will be here.
Okay, that's good news. Well, for anybody that may have not ever heard your radio program or your podcast, tell us about yourself.
Okay, yeah, Off the Cuff, I say the best way to really describe Off the Cuff is a high-energy talk radio show here in Lexington that discusses current events, pop culture, politics, sports, so a little bit of everything. I do the show with a co-host. We like to talk a lot about things that bring up debate, so we open up the phone calls to listeners, and they chat with us. We like to talk about a lot of situational conversations, and we are not afraid to shy away from the hard-hitting topics either. I'm not afraid to go onto the radio and be real and give my opinion whether or not it's controversial or not. So if you are somebody who likes real, authentic, raw talk radio, Off the Cuff is something you should tune into.
Ooh, I like that you're on the show. How fun is it that you actually get interaction on phone calls from people?
You never know what you're going to get, especially when you're live. Live is just a different beast. It's just a different animal, and that makes part of the, it just makes the show, that adrenaline, that's the stuff.
It gets a little crazy, that live stuff. You're lucky that you get to hear that. We try to get everybody to talk to us on like Facebook and social media, but if we had phone lines in, that would up the show.
Oh, that would be fantastic to hear from the listeners.
Putting that out there. You do have fun topics. I was listening to your latest podcast. I didn't get to what I really wanted to talk about because I have a lot of interest in this. Glamour Shots.
Yes, Glamour Shots. It was funny because, see, the topics just kind of come to my head, and I was talking about just back in the day, school pictures, like how much pressure it was to get that perfect picture on picture day, and it just brought up the conversation of Glamour Shots. Did you ever do Glamour Shots?
I did not. My parents did not. Well, it's not that they didn't let me, we just never did. I am so jealous that I have never, ever gotten them. And they had them on Groupon, or like, you know, those like things for a while.
Yeah.
We're trying to find a place. If anybody knows where Glamour Shots is, and I'm not even kidding, I get really excited about this. Everybody in the studio knows. So do you know of a place?
You know, I do not know of a place, and I didn't even really know they still did them because the way social media is with all the filters and just the editing that people do to their photos. But I want to know what goes into those Glamour Shots.
Amazing.
Do they just pamper you all day long?
I don't know, but I'm telling you, if we can do a sequin vest with a leather cap, or a boa and some more sequins, bigger hair. I don't know if that's still the style, but I just dream of that.
Oh yeah, that would be fantastic to do some Glamour
So,
Shots.
okay, so I have you coming Mondays now.
Okay.
If we find Glamour Shots, we have to go do this.
We can do one together.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
And you look out into the, you know, we were born for this.
We could take like a prom photo.
Oh,
make
so
it look,
many.
Yes.
The motivation that goes behind these pictures are really deep. I can tell there's a lot going on. It's,
yeah, it's like they're just getting inspiration from somewhere, and it's just captured.
Oh,
in
it's
a
there.
photo. Yeah.
If I was on a dating app, that would 100%. Actually, that probably will be my new headshot.
It's funny when people take these Glamour Shots, they do use them for everything. They use it for their social media pictures. They use it for
Their
resume, and it's like that's not. They'll even use it for like a missing person photo. I'm just like, I don't think that's what they look like in their everyday.
Well, that's what I want mine to be, like laid out on like a carpet, you know, like just casually, all dolled up.
Yeah, I think if I was going to get a Glamour Shot, I would definitely want one of those 1950s look where I have a cigarette in my hand and a hat.
Like James Dean?
Yes.
All right, this is happening. If anybody knows where Glamour Shots are located or anybody that does anything like this, please, please, I beg you, let us know. All right, this may be something I don't know if you're so into. Have you been keeping up with this entire Storm Area 51 deal?
I have heard about it, and I do think that there is probably other life in this world other than what's on Earth. But I think when people think aliens, they always think human form. They think it's just a little green Martian. It could be a cell, and that could be considered human life. I think a lot of people are going to be very disappointed when they go to Area 51 and there's
nothing there.
Yeah, there's not a little green Marshal there.
There's like concession stands because they know they're coming. You can get some waffle fries.
Yes, yes, and you have to have a lot of guts to show up on a military base.
True.
And where they train military professionals. So
you have to think very highly of yourself to know that you're going to combat that. I like that you brought up, though, that you believe there's other life.
Yes.
In the universe and the thing, because I agree. How selfish and narcissistic of us to think we're the only ones out there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous to think that we are the only people living here on this in this universe.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I would like to think that there is other stuff out there. I want to see what it looks like. I just want to see how smart they are, powerful they are. And I've always heard that just extraterrestrial, they're just really smart beings. So I don't know why people are thinking they are going to outsmart the aliens when they go to Area 51.
Well, a little more than outsmarting, people are preparing themselves. Listen to the story. More than 6,000 people have already taken out alien abduction policies, right? These are insurance policies, each worth the equivalent of $8 million in compensation. Ooh. All right, so the cost of this insurance, $24.95, which is a one-time fee. You're going to receive a copy of the certificate in a frame. There we go. It pays $1 per year over a 10 to $20 million year period. Not dollar, but yeah, it's $1 a year. The owner of the insurance says 2 people have submitted claims so far. One of them is being paid $1 for 10 years. And a meeting is planned on September 20th at the Area 51 Alien Center tourist attraction to coordinate a raid. Now, of course, Area 51 warns people against this, saying the U.S. Air Force is always ready to protect America and its assets. Are we taking it too far?
We are, but what gets me is the fact that they pay you $1 over every
10 million years.
Yeah, over 10 million years.
But you get this certificate.
That would be really cool to hang up in your office.
Oh, yeah.
Or hang up in your bedroom, or really anywhere, just to say that you went there and you bought the insurance. But yeah, I do think we are taking it a little too far. And I've read more on that story. He's actually sold quite a few insurance policies, so people are buying them.
Well, and he's already had some claims. Listen, I am not going to say whether it's happened or if it's right or wrong, because anything that takes people somewhere other than their daily lives, I'm okay with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would love to actually just go for the experience, just to say that I did.
Oh, to Area 51?
Yeah.
To get the T-shirt?
Yeah, just to get the T-shirt and say I was here.
It'll be interesting. It is a huge thing. There's entire shows. Have you ever seen Ancient Aliens?
I have not.
I hope my father is watching online right now, because he thinks this is the most fascinating, interesting show in the entire world.
Yeah.
Basically what they do, the aliens are the cause of everything. Everything. Anything that has ever happened in the world, he attributes to aliens.
Yeah. You know, when you see a unidentified flying object in the air, UFO, I think we want to see these things so bad, we sometimes create these images and these visions in our head. If we see an airplane that looks a little odd, we like to think, oh, wow, that might be a UFO. And it could be. I have had some experiences before, not to sound crazy or anything, but there's been a bunch of beaming lights around me in it.
Those were aliens. You probably need an insurance policy. Ancient Aliens, though, I'm telling you, somebody walked into a Kroger, that's because of aliens. It's that easy. Check it out. All right, we'll talk more about this. You're back tomorrow.
Oh, sounds great.
All right, not that we're ending the show, but this is to be continued. Well, coming up, though, I took a walk on the wild side and literally did this, visiting some little wild friends at the Kentucky Wildlife Center. You're going to want to stay tuned for these details. This is Midday Kentucky.